So last year, I came to the conclusion that I was ready to buy my first house, and I didn't want to buy anything already fixed up because Georgia is very expensive. So I ended up buying this fixer-upper, as some would call it. It may be a lot of work for a lot of people, but being in the construction industry, I thought, this was probably the best bet for me. So here's the inside, guys. I know it looks kind of funky right now. I actually had one of my guys spray the framing with Kilz. The thing is that this house was abandoned for about 10 years and squatters were getting in here and they were making a fire in the existing fireplace, which is no longer here. So, it kind of smelled like smoke. And I had my guy paint the walls and some of the framing. And another reason why I painted it was because I do have a permit pulled, and I did do a lot of work in terms of structural, such as that roof. I pretty much did this whole back exterior wall. I created a double door. Same with the front. I did this whole exterior wall. I did a double front door. I got new windows. These two roofs are new. It's like a gable roof. So this is where it stands right now. It's a 3-2, like I said, about 1,800 square feet. I know it's pretty dark in here today, but I will be making more videos about my first house. Me and my guys are going to be doing the drywall, the electrical, HVAC, pretty much the whole thing. I'm on a budget, so I'm not trying to break the bank with all these super expensive subcontractors. I feel pretty confident that I could do most of the work. So just stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be showing you guys everything about this house. Another thing that I did do was that this whole section was rotted. So I made I rejoiced the floor, new rim joist, new floor joists, and roughly I would say like 1,000 square foot of new subfloor. So it's looking pretty good now. It's dried in. We got the roof in, all the doors. We're ready for the next step. So like I said, guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna make way more videos about this property. Like I said, this is my personal house. I have built and I have flipped a couple homes, so I would say this isn't really new to me. When I got this project, I wasn't really too worried, and I will show you guys some videos later of what the house was looking like when I first bought it. But you guys can see it's a pretty big house and it's in pretty good shape now. So this is the backyard, or I would say the back. It's got a pretty decent sized deck. But I will be, renovating it as well. So this is the exterior wall that I'm telling you guys I did. I put new siding, new windows, OSB, house wrap. I also did a soffit extension. Before I had like a 6-inch soffit, and now it's roughly a 1-foot soffit. So making it look decent little by little. The deck, like I said, it's going to be renovated as well. It's pretty sturdy, but it does have some holes in the ground, and the staircase has been hit a couple times by the machines, and I cut these huge trees right there. It looks like it's made out of a certain material. I'm not too familiar with it, but it looks some type of definitely not pine, I would say. I think that's why it's survived so long. It's like that, I think IPE or something, or maybe it's some type of cherry. I'm not sure, but if you guys know, that'd be cool. If you guys let me know. You guys can see the grain here a little bit better. But this is the back side of the house. And you can see the backyard. I got my dump trailer over there. There's still a lot of clearing to do. There's some big rocks in here in the backyard, so I've been grading it slowly. I rent the machine sometimes, or if I use it on another job, the Bobcat, I'll bring it over here for a couple hours. So here it is, guys. So when I bought this house, it was completely full of trees. It had been sitting for about 10 years. I've been slowly clearing the land, you know. I cut about 10 trees down. This is the rear part of the house. It's got a pretty nice deck. The septic is right here. But I'm pretty excited about this house. I really can't wait to live over here. But this is the house, guys. It's on a main street. It's a 1 acre property. I would say it's, I think, 1,800 square feet. It does have a shop. Like I said, I've been clearing this land non-stop. Cut a couple trees. So this is the shop, guys. Like I said, it was not in the best shape. We were just working on it this weekend, and the bad boy. So this is the shop. It's about 30 by 30. It looks to be a decent structure. It doesn't have any leaks, but I still went ahead and changed the roof. And what we're doing right now is pretty much just updating the soffit to a cement soffit, at least on 3 sides. And then the back side, you know, this is the original siding, which I think I'm going to keep. I did remove some windows just to have some more safety and some more, you know, be more secure, as I will be having like my 240 over here. I'm trying to bring my Chevrolet Silverado over here. But like I said, this is the back side, so I am going to be keeping it. But the other sides I will be putting, you know, OSB, house wrap, and, you know, putting a full soffit and fascia with Hardie. It's a dual car garage. It's got water and electric. So you can see we've been, you know, working on it slowly. We took off all the old styrofoam and we patched up, you know, whatever. It had like some parts styrofoam and some parts OSB. But you can see there, we're gonna put a new soffit and fascia. And this is the back side, or the left side. You can see it has electrical. It has its own panel. And it has water, like I said. It's pretty valuable, I would say. This is probably the main buying point for me. The house was in horrible shape, but I got this, you know. So I will be showing you guys inside later, just not right now because there's a mess inside. And it's really hard to open these garage doors. They're all kind of bent and broken. So stay tuned, guys, for more.